What's going on, everybody? Steve here, Raiken Profit. So I want to tell you a story that happened yesterday, and this story could have ended very, very bad. And I still don't know if I'm in the clear right now, but this is what happened. Yesterday, my girlfriend ended up coming over around 9 o'clock at night, and I was upstairs. I was actually going through my evening ritual. I was going through my goals. I was in my room planning my day in advance for the next day, and she calls my name, and I'm like, hey, what's up? She's like, are you in the garage? And I said, no, I'm not in the garage. She says, the garage is wide open. And I'm thinking to myself, what's the garage doing open? I always shut the garage. I've got a lot of stuff in there. And I end up going downstairs. I open up the garage door, and I see a skunk running around in there, and then it like jumps into it like behind a box, and I close the door real quick, and I'm like, holy mackerel, this is bad. This is really, really bad. And there's one main reason why it was so bad, and this story could have ended really, really horrible, is because all of my eBay inventory is in there. There's a skunk running around my garage. All my eBay inventory is in there. Thankfully, I didn't have any trash, so I walked away, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I actually went on to Google, and I typed in how to get a skunk out of a garage. And they said turn the lights on, obviously leave the garage door open. So that's what I did. I turned on the lights to kind of repel them, because I guess they don't like lights, and I just cracked the garage door a little bit because I didn't want to go in there and scare the skunk. Because imagine that, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of product, clothing, electronics, tons of stuff. Imagine if that skunk had sprayed, everything would be destroyed. I don't think there'd be any way to get that smell out. So yeah, that was crazy. So I left the garage open all night. I just left it cracked a little bit, and I went there today in the garage, and I didn't see it. Now, I don't know if it's nestled up somewhere and it's found a little home somewhere in that garage, but I was kind of worried to walk around. But crazy story. I mean, imagine what would have happened if that skunk would have sprayed. I mean, everything would have gotten destroyed. So anyways, guys, I want to share with you that funny little story. Lesson learned: make sure that your garage is closed. What I think happened was when I closed my garage, there may have been something that was in the way, so it popped back up after. And yeah, a little skunk came in trying to find a little meal. But yeah, crazy. I was not expecting that. When I opened up that garage door to see that skunk running around, I like shut it immediately. I'm like, what in the world is this thing doing here? But yeah, it's crazy. So shut your garage. Make sure, this is another thing right here, make sure that you put your inventory in a place that's safe. You know, a lot of times people worry about maybe water leaking, right? If you rent like an office. I've heard of people who have rented office space, and they've had all their clothes there, and water leaked and damaged the clothes. I think even Ronnie with Hart's Motor Company, I think he had a instance where there was leaking in his warehouse. I'm not sure if it was him, but I know I had issues with that as well when I was renting my little warehouse space for all my clothes. So you'd think to yourself, like, you know, maybe someone will steal the stuff, or maybe it'll get wet. You don't think of a skunk walking in. So, you know, make sure your stuff is in a safe environment. You know, if you're in a little storage building, you want to make sure to lock everything up. You know, you want to make sure to, you know, just make sure you're not putting your stuff at risk. But it's crazy. You know, that could have went really, really bad if that skunk had sprayed. Really bad. I don't even want to imagine what would have happened. What would you have done if you had a skunk in your garage and it sprayed all over in that garage and everything stunk, all your products? What would you do? Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.